he watched the comical sight of a small woman lugging a tall woman out of the lift. Correction, a small man lugging a tall man. Hanazo hesitated. He was wearing a new suit, it being his first day of work. He glanced back at the two men, wobbling along. They must have pulled an all-nighter, maybe even longer than that. Hanazo did not really want his new suit to get dirty, but the sight of that smallish man got to him. That man looked familiar, kind of. Yeah, he was early anyway. Hanazo walked up to the two men just in time to hear Kotori whisper, "Please try to keep your wig on. You're really not helping me here." Hanazo had to stifle a laugh. As Hanazo bent down to adjust the wig of the man collapsing on the rapidly weakening smaller man, he caught sight of Kotori's face. Hanazo's voice caught in his throat. Hanazo mumbled. Kotori staggered as the weight on him was suddenly lifted. Kotori looked up to see Oyama being lifted up into the air and come to rest in an awkward position on the shoulder of a well-built man. This man was in a shiny, new suit. He looked familiar. Yeah, Kotori shook his head. I'm imagining things. Kotori blinked and turned back to the man to thank him. Kotori started. Isn't that position awkward? Isn't Oyama heavy? No, Hanazo replied. They both turned to look at Oyama, who was sprawled on his back, held in place by a strong arm across his chest, but still miraculously balancing on Hanazo's shoulder. Is the backbone supposed to bend in that direction? I don't want you to touch me any more than it is necessary, especially about it. That. Kotori nodded knowingly. Where are you going? This way, please. It's only a 5-minute walk. The glass doors closed behind them. Kotori pointed towards the neighboring building. Hanazo nodded and followed Kotori, who was now carrying 3 briefcases. It was starting to drizzle. Miso soup does not cure a hangover. An empty can of beer rolled away in irritation as Oyama turned over in his sleep. A couple of cheap packets floated down and covered his upper body. He swiped some off his face in sleepy annoyance. There was a bright light on the other side of his eyelids, and the feel of the cold floor was familiar. He must have forgotten to set the floor heating again. He peeked out slowly and saw daylight filtering under the hems of the curtains, between the tablings. Yes, he was home all right. Home? He sat up in a hurry, knocking his elbow on the corner of the table. His face turned red in the effort not to... Oh, Oyama kicked something soft which murmured and rubbed the afflicted area. Oyama squinted at that thing, half sprawled on the sofa and half sprawled on the floor. It shifted in its sleep. Oyama scrambled backwards. What was this strange thing? He did not remember bringing any guy home. Well, not recently anyway. The thing, well, technically a guy, rolled over and the hood of his jacket fell off to reveal his features. It was Kotori. Yeah, Joto, wait, how did Kotori get here? How did he himself get home? Oyama rubbed his face with his hands. Hanazo rubbed his lips slowly. He could still feel that softness of that stolen fruit, even though it tasted like salty beer on his lips. He put his hand to his mouth to hide his smile. Hanazo, what are you smirking about? It's too early to take a train. Someone gave him a pat on the shoulder. You made copies of your elbow. Hanazo straightened up. He should get back to the task at hand, but anyone would be distracted by such delicious memories, right? That's soft, unresisting, uncomprehending, that fit perfectly into his embrace. Hanazo made another copy of his album. He wondered if his kiss